Well, hello. I am in St. Louis. I'm here for Younique's convention. I'm so excited. So I have a dinner with my team who I've never met any of them in person, ever. So we're going to get ready. Got a little bit of time, and I did kind of a little bit of a face for the airplane because, you know, I just can't go bareface everywhere. I'm just of that age that going bareface just isn't always the best option. So I didn't do that. I've got a mirror over here. Let me see if I can put this sort of more under you so I'm not quite looking the opposite direction. All right, so this is how full my makeup bag is. It's overflowing. This thing's huge. But I couldn't decide. This also goes back to, I couldn't decide some of my outfits. We have daytime things, we have nighttime things. And the nighttime things are themed, right? So there are certain things I was like, well, do I want to wear this for that theme night or that for this theme night? And, you know, if I'd made the decision 3 days ago that that's what I was going to wear, I'm going to want a different thing when the day comes. So I just brought everything. Everything. I brought 2 bags and a little personal carry-on little backpacky thing. Yeah, I'm crazy. Whatever. It's fine. It's all fine. All good. All right, let's set up my little makeup station. This is where I'm going to be for the next couple of days. So let's kind of get things in somewhat of an order, if that is even possible. All right, what's going on in your world today? How are things? All right, let's go this way with those. I'm excited to be here. It's crazy to think, you know, I've been on Zooms and different things, which is one of the reasons I like this team, right? We get to know each other. My leader has Zooms every week for leaders, every other week for newbies, and I feel like I'm forgetting one. Anyway, to me, it's just so fabulous because you actually get to know your team, right? And it's not my personal team, it's her team, but it's all the people that we're all running together. We're all running this race. We're all trying all the things. So it personally is what drew me to this team, is the fact that she is very passionate about us all knowing each other. Okay. Don't laugh. With the amount of brushes I brought. That's crazy. All right, we're gonna leave those in here. I don't know what I would do with all of those. Oh, good heavens. Okay. I was just indecisive. That has been me lately. Indecisive. I can't make up my mind. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious, actually. All right. I have to be downstairs in like 40 minutes. So this is not going to be a hugely long live. I am going to basically freshen up my makeup that I did earlier today. So I did powder. So I'm just going to continue on with powder and just touch up, right? So I did my powder in the 11 o'clock hour and it's the 7 o'clock hour. I think it held up great. Now, I've been in and out of humidity, in and out of airports, in and out of, I had a sweater on the plane because it was cold. We sat on the plane for a whole hour before we left, after we boarded. That was fun. So, you know, yes, I have some sweat here, my nose, whatever. It's fine, right? It's fine. So what I like about powder is just add a little more. I could just add setting powder also. I'm gonna add a little more actual powder because I see some little blemishes coming up. This is what I like about our powder foundation though. It does not have talc, so it is infused with shea butter. I think I heard hyaluronic acid, which, I mean, that's so good for you. Anyway, I love it because it is moisturizing. It is not drying on the face. So We're gonna just add a little of that. I'm gonna have to put the no housekeeping because the amount of makeup stuff I just set out. Housekeepers are gonna be like, I'm sorry, what do I do with that? Crazy. All right, we've done that. That can go over there. We're gonna come in with a little contour because I'm feeling like that kind of went away. So it's kind of exciting. I think there are 15 of us from my leaders team here. I don't know if that's right or not. We'll count at dinner tonight. But so excited to meet everyone. Again, I've been on multiple calls with people. I'm gonna use Frosted Grape. I'm gonna go a purple kind of look tonight. I feel like it goes well with my shirt. This is not the shirt I wore on the plane. This is the shirt I'm wearing to dinner. After I got here and I checked in and I talked to my husband real quick, and then I checked in with the team and I was like, okay, what time are we leaving? And everyone's like, we're meeting downstairs in 45 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'll get ready. Hurry, hurry. All good though, all good. All right, we're gonna use that a little bit later. I do not need that. Let's fix the eyebrows. All right, so I'm going to put together a couple of little bundles. I'm gonna curate those tonight. I'll figure that out. I'll post them tomorrow with my live when I get ready. And we're gonna do some convention bundles. So I'll do a medium bundle and a big bundle. So I might do like everything I used on my face. And then I might just do like an eyes and cheek. And I might just do the lip of the day every day. That'll give you some options. Of course, you can buy anything off of the website, but give you some things to throw together. Now, the end of the month is Thursday. That's tomorrow. Yes, that's tomorrow. The end of the month is tomorrow. And I am $100 and some odd away from a promotion. So, if there's something that you've been looking at, something that's catching your eye, let me know. I'd love to help you out. All right. You know I love palette 10. This is palette 9. This is what I travel with. I have 10 right here. This is 9. But I love this. You can see how much I love this because you can see the bottom of that and that one. I love this for these three, especially. They are my favorite when I'm going to go a pink direction. I'm actually going a purple direction because I'm going to do purple on my lips. But I like this for the pink direction of it. So I am going to, that is not the brush I want. This one, okay. I'm gonna come in with this deep color. And I had put palette 10 on earlier today, and I'm not gonna wash it off. I'm just gonna add the pink highlights over top of it. I don't really have time to wash my face and start over. So we're just going to alter the face. I used to do this all the time when I was working full time, right? Because you would get ready at what? The 7 o'clock hour, or I did, because I didn't have to go until 8:30. But you get ready in the early morning, and then, you know, if your husband's like, "Hey, let's go somewhere after dinner," or like for dinner, I need a refresh. I am not able to just do that. So this is what I would do if he's like, "Hey, off we go for the evening." So I'm going to do that with you. All right, a little under. So if you watch my stories, you're gonna be sick of me in like 2 days because there's so much going on. I have this team dinner tonight, which is so exciting. Tomorrow we have opening ceremonies. Then tomorrow night I have a gala. Then Friday I have sessions. And then I have my leader team dinner. And then Saturday we have sessions and closing session. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot. We're just gonna go from thing to thing, which is why I have multiple outfits. And the sweet lady that checked me in at baggage. So my husband and I were like, oh, is it over 50? Because I really thought it might be over 50. So I had my normal bag I check, right? So it's a pretty large bag. And I don't normally use packing cubes, but I used packing cubes because I wanted to like put my shirts together versus my dresses for my evening things. You know, just sort of gather things together. And I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the packing cubes take up more space than they do good, but I don't know. So I threw everything in there, threw everything in my carry-on zipped bag thing, and then put things in my actual personal item carry-on thing. All right, we're gonna do some eyeliner. This is the Eternal eyeliner. This is infused with serum, so it's going to nourish my lashes while I'm wearing them. So, win-win. Anyway, so when I closed everything up earlier today, hold on. Eyeliner and talking. Impossible! All right, when I closed everything up and I picked it up, I was like, I think it's too heavy. So called my husband. He was in the house because he was waiting to take me to the airport, which bless him. But so we do this trick. So he stands on a scale, weighs himself, tells me his weight. Then he picks up the bag and he stands back on the scale. That's how we determine how heavy the bag is. So when he did that, we did the calculations and I'm like, oh, I think it's like 40, it should be like 40, 41 pounds. And over 50 is when they start charging you. So I was like, okay, I think I'm good. So get to the airport, you know, he just drops me. I go in, do all the things, check in. I get to the little area where she's checking me in and I put my bag up and I'm like, oh, crossing my fingers. And she starts laughing and she goes, do you think it's gonna be over? I said, I don't know, we weighed it. And she goes, how'd you weigh it? And I'm thinking, certainly other people do this. So I tell her how we did it. She's like, oh, that's brilliant. I cannot be the first person that weighs my bag. Anyway, I did Quadra earlier. I'm going to add a little 4D. This is our fiber mascara. I don't use this very often, but it's going to extend my lashes and make me look like I have falsies on. And I'm okay with that tonight. Anyway, so I put my bag up there and it weighs in at 37. I'm like, well, go me, because I was throwing stuff in my carry-on items because I'm thinking that sucker is over. Like, I can't add another thing to it. But apparently I could have. I think I just got mascara in my hair. Yeah, do you see how that makes this eye look a little bolder? Kind of looks like I have falsies on. I'm good with that. See, I use different products when I go places than I do when I'm going to the grocery store. Oh, I just have to laugh at myself. So, go me. My bag was only 37 pounds. The little lady checking me in where I had to like put in my number to, you know, get my bag check tag thing or whatever. And she's like, oh, you didn't do that online? I'm like, nope. And she said, well, I think you get a savings if you do it online. You don't have to pay as much. And I said, well, I have one of those handy dandy American Airlines credit cards, so I don't have to pay for my bag domestically. Thank you. And she goes, oh, you're right, you don't. Yay. All right. I am going to come in with one of our all-day splash lipsticks, right? So I talk about this all the time. The reason I like these is you put them on and you forget them and you have lipstick on all night. So my husband and I were at a concert about 2 weeks ago-ish. I wore the Splash line. We went to appetizers before, And then we went to the concert, and then we came home. I still had lipstick on when I came home, and I did not reapply the entire evening. So, going to a little dinner, so I want to look like I still have lipstick on. So I put a little lip mask when I got in the room because airplanes dry me out. Oh, look. All right, so I'm gonna come in with Purple Vein. And if you watched my lipstick try-on haul, which was Monday, today's Wednesday, yesterday, Tuesday, was National Lipstick Day. So I tried on 13 different lipsticks in my life. My lips were gonna kill me that evening. It was awful. However, I did it to show you two things. One, how they look on me, and I'm not you, right? They may look completely different on you. But on me, I feel I need a bolder lip. We have a gorgeous pink color that I can't wear. It washes me out like there is no tomorrow. But you could probably wear it. I have seen people that are tanner than me that can wear it beautifully. It's just something like it's too much my shade. That's all I can think. Anyway, I did 13. I did the splash line of Purple Vein, and then we have one that's not in the splash line. It's called Fab. It's purple too. I loved both of them. I think they look great on me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I like a bold lip. All right. That is my quick little refresh, right? So I put a little powder on, put a little more contour, put a little blush. Ooh, should I wear my hair up? No. Refreshed my eyeshadow, a little extra mascara, brand new lip. I'm ready to go to dinner. All right, until later. Maybe I'll come on when I get back and we'll take makeup off together. Or maybe I'll see you tomorrow and I'll do my makeup. I've got daytime things and nighttime things. So you might see me a couple times a day. And probably in the morning we'll do a longer get ready with me, right? Like my whole thing. And then for the evening, like now, we might just refresh a few things. That's kind of my plan. So, happy to take you along.